Alfie Meadows, a 20-year-old philosophy student, needed brain surgery after allegedly being hit with a police baton during student protests last week. His family say he could have died. Alfie Meadows' family says it plans to take legal action against the police, while the Independent Police Complaints Commission says it has launched an investigation. And these protesters outside the Metropolitan Police's headquarters say they've been disgusted at the police's tactics. Outside New Scotland Yard, Alfie's mother was joined by friends and family, with their heads covered in bandages, to symbolise what they say is the result of unnecessary police violence.
People get injured because of the way in which policing is planned at the moment. It's not just Alfie. It's not just Alfie. People are getting hurt.
Scotland Yard says its officers were faced by violent protesters last week and took necessary and appropriate action to deal with the threat. But here in South London, another casualty is speaking out. Jodie McIntyre runs a popular online blog named Life on Wheels, which details his experiences as a political activist and a wheelchair user. He also claims to have been attacked by police last Thursday on 2 occasions, and new footage has emerged showing him being dragged out of his wheelchair by police officers.
I saw one police officer come running over to where I was, tilted my wheelchair so that I fell out, pushed me out onto the road, and then proceeded to drag me across the concrete.
The online blogger also told Press TV that it was the police, not the protesters, who began the violence.
They know that they can't control these demonstrations, but it seems they're going to try by using as much brutal violence as they can to suppress us, but it's not going to work.
The Metropolitan Police have launched an investigation into Jodie's case, but he's also angry over the British media's coverage of the clashes, particularly in the case of Alfie Meadows.
If it was a police officer or Prince Charles or Camilla who was in hospital having emergency brain surgery, I think we'd be getting a very different description of that in the media. Is the real violence here the students, or is it the government slashing our education and creating a 2-tier education system?
But more protests are planned, and with student groups linking up with trade unions to fight the government's austerity measures, more clashes can also be expected. Hassan Ghani, Press TV, London.